January sucks. If you're feeling that January is a difficult month for you, well, you're not alone. Most people do. January can be the most difficult month of the year emotionally and for mental health reasons. So, if you feel the January blahs, if you're feeling down, bored, a little bit stir crazy, that's probably normal for January. Now, just a little disclaimer, if you're feeling depressed and it's serious and it's affecting you, well, please make sure you find someone to talk to. And if you need to, get some professional help. But let me talk about some of the reasons why January is the most difficult month of the year and give you some tips about how to get over it. Now, January, it's a difficult month because of fun, fear, and finances. Now, these are all real answers. And when you hear my third lesson here, you'll know it's something which applies to us not just in January, but every month of the year. So, very important. Pay attention. And I've got some things I want you to hang on to make your month better, but make your life better. So, first of all, why is January a difficult month? Well, the fun factor is kind of missing out in January, isn't it? Just think back. A few months ago, we had Thanksgiving Day. And Thanksgiving Day is all about lots of great food and time with your family and having a good time visiting friends or just emphasizing how grateful we are to have family and friends around us and just talking about all the good things, saying we are grateful for whatever it is you want to say there. And just that very positive time together with people and positive thinking and emphasis is a great time for our mental health. Well, we get back to work a bit after that, but we're all excited, anticipating the fun, the festivals, the food of Christmas. And yes, a lot of time to spend with family and friends at Christmas parties and big dinners, maybe dinners from your employer giving you a fun time to go out and have a dinner, maybe just hanging out with friends. But all the excitement of giving gifts and receiving gifts, there's lots of fun times around the Christmas season. And maybe you had holidays that you went on. Great time for you. I'm glad if you can do that. Hope you enjoyed it. But then after that, then of course, New Year's parties, New Year's festival, New Year's fun times, going out with a party with your friends and having a good time to see the fireworks. And then the next day, a day off where you just spend relaxing with family. So much good times. And then after that, well, it's back to work because it's January and you got January job time to go and work. And that's all you do because you have to work. And well, then the January blahs. No party or holiday planned in January. Well, and that's part of the problem. Yes, we've had great time with Thanksgiving Day, Christmas, holidays, New Year's Eve. Great times. But we still got to take care of ourselves emotionally and mentally and just be aware we still have to rest after all the fun times, acknowledge maybe some emotional exhaustion after the holidays, and then get ourselves out again. Go have some fun with friends. Go take a good walk in the park. Maybe take a drive to a big park out of the city and go explore something. Go do something. Don't let yourself get stuck in a rut. Don't let yourself be affected by the January blahs and boredom and being stuck at home. Go do something. Now, there's a lot we can talk about fun things to go do, but just do it. Now, the next factor we're going to talk about is the fear factor. Now, Why am I afraid of January? Well, I'm not afraid of January in particular, but there's something we all talk about, and it's very positive to talk about this and to work on it and give it our best. But there's a little behind the scenes feelings that go along with this that we got to talk about. It's very important every year to renew our plan for the year, renew our goals for our life for the new calendar year. And naturally, we all like to talk about New Year's resolutions. Well, it's not just about having some big goal and big dream that we fantasize about. We have to first reflect on what happened last year, acknowledge where we're at on whatever the question is, whatever the challenge is, how well did you do last year, and how can we do better next year? Well, just to pause and do that is actually kind of a humiliating experience for some. Maybe a bit of a ego check as we think back on some failures we had in the past year. Maybe we're just reminded of all the frustrations we had to work through over the year. And that's real. We've all had failures in our past. We've all got frustrations that we're dealing with. Sometimes we just lose focus of our goals and then things don't work out. And I can tell you stories. I can say personally, this has been a tough year for just remaining focused on what the big goal is. So I understand. Sometimes it's tough to maintain our focus on things. That's what January renewal is all about. It's good to review our past. It's good to set our New Year's resolutions and revive some of those old goals and renew our plans and then refocus ourselves and get moving forward. Don't be stuck in the past. Don't let the failures and frustrations and fears of our past year hold us back. Refocus your mind on what is valuable to you, what is the real values of your heart, and refocus your plans to continue moving your life forward for your best life you could have. Now, the other factor in why January is so difficult for everyone is finances. Now, very practically speaking, we've just come through the Christmas season where we probably spent too much money on just some social events. Maybe we spent too much money on gifts for everybody. If you've been in that situation, you overspent during December. Well, now comes the reality check. The bills are coming in. Now, this does come to another lesson we've talked about before, and we'll talk about again, to keep on a budget. Only spend what you know you have available to spend. And if you have overspent, well, you have to pay back the credit cards, whatever it is you've done. So, January is a time of correcting the mistakes of the past and paying your bills. That can be a bit stressful for some, a bit disappointing, but it's reality. So, if you did overspend your budget in the past year, well, now's the time to correct that mistake. Besides just the joke of our current spending pattern, when we look back on the past year, it's important to do a financial review and acknowledge where we're at. Then we set a plan for how well we might do better next year. Very important to do it every year, and don't just do it on paper, but talk it out to your partner, talk it out to your family. Let everybody in your family know the truth of where you are financially. This is something which is not common in the past, but I'm telling you, very important to make it a open conversation. with everyone in your family. Let them know the truth of where you are financially. And if there's some stress in the financial plan, then be honest about it. And then have an open discussion about how to improve it. If you do not make it an open discussion and you do allow others to join in to find ways to solve the problem, you're just going to cause more stress in the future. And this secret will be its own emotional poison for you. But the solution is to not keep a secret. The solution is to have an open conversation with your family, share the facts of where you're at, have a discussion about how to improve, and how everybody can share together in reducing expenses, improving the income, and making it a successful year in the future in your finances. I share this from my own life experience, and you can share this story from past 20 years. I can't say strongly enough to you. Yes, it is very important every year to review your financial plan of what you had done in the past. Take that snapshot of where your balances are right now. Set a goal for how you want to improve, but make it an open conversation with everyone in your family so that everybody knows the truth and everybody is working together for the same goals. Do that, and you will prevent a lot of problems. Do this, and you will be much happier, less stressed, and you'll have a lot more conversation with your family. So, that's my 3 big ideas about why January is so difficult and my solutions for how to make it better for you. And with each of these ideas, just roll them over every month. Make every month better than the last month. Don't hold yourself back, but face your fears, move forward, and make next month even better than the last. I love you guys. I want the best for you. So please go and do it.